Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Welcome back to the DutchRC channel, and I've got an exciting new product. Well, it's new to me, of course. I think this plane was released last year, fall maybe. It is a Multiplex Rockstar. It is a plane, a biplane at that, and let's see, yeah, it is the RR version, which means it's radio ready. You do also need a LiPo. So a LiPo and a radio system and you're good to go. Maybe you don't know that, but Hitec from the servos and stuff and Multiplex are kind of the same company or part of the same company. So this plane is outfitted with digital Metal Gear Hitec servos as well. Can't get much better than that, I think, in an RTR plane. Let's see, this is a 1050mm plane, so just over 1 meter. It is also 1060mm long, so it's a very boxy plane. Length and width are almost the same. The flying weight is 1.8 kilograms, so it's not a light plane at all. And it is a acrobatic 3D plane. And therefore it is not a beginner plane at all. Biplanes aren't in most cases, and this isn't an entry-level biplane, so to speak. Yeah, so it does come with a motor, a brushless motor obviously, and a speed controller, a 60 amp speed controller, and it's meant to be flown on a 4S, approximately 2700 milliampere LiPo. Now let's have a look at the side of the box. Okay, this is an interesting part of the build. The plane is already mostly built, by the way, but this is an important or interesting part of the plane. If you are familiar with multiplex planes, in the past they had some problems with their motor mounts vibrating and stuff. And as you can see, the motor mount is now quite elaborate. There's a wooden frame that mounts into the fuselage quite far backwards, and then at the front of that there's an aluminium motor mount. So that's quite a bit more elaborate than the older style of motor mounts, 3-piece plastic motor mounts that Multiplex used to use. And oh, by the way, I got this plane from a Dutch store this time, Verspaget. I'll have a link to their store in the description down below. Very fast delivery. I ordered it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it was in the next morning. So yeah, can't ask for more than that, I think. You'll also see that this is not a cheap plane. Multiplex planes aren't in general. But like I mentioned before, it has 4 digital metal high-speed Hitec servos. And yeah, it's all built. Decals have already been applied. One thing other to mention, that the plane is made out of Elapor, which is a special kind of foam that Multiplex always uses, and for that foam you need a special kind of glue. Zaki. That's Multiplex's brand of foam safe CA for this kind of foam. What more can I tell you? Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the box and let's see what was in the box. Alrighty, the biggest part in the box is the fuselage. And quite a chunky fuselage, quite wide, as you can see from my hand. Now I have had its predecessor, the Gemini, also a biplane. That one was far narrower. Consequently, it was also hard to get the LiPo in that one. This one is pretty easy. This hatch held on with 2 clips can be lifted off, and then you have very generous access to the LiPo bay. Very nice. Oh, and you can also see that the tail servos are already fitted over here. Yes, Hitec servos, very nice. And you can also see that I have an XT60 connector on the ESC, which is not standard. It comes with some kind of multiplex servo of a connector. Yeah, who uses LiPos with that green multiplex connector? I think they should get rid of that connector. But oh well, it's easy to solder on your own connector, obviously. Oh, and you can get access to the ESC pretty easily. The cowling is held on with 4 magnets, and then you can just pull the ESC out from the front. And yeah, here you see that aluminium anodized motor mount, and you can see a piece of the Hymax motor in there as well. There, that's easy. Okay, yeah, you do need to fit the horizontal stabilizer, elevator and the rudder. As you can see, the tail wheel is already on, and that'll slot into the rudder, obviously. The control rods are already installed. We've got a pilot figure somewhat in the cockpit. Very nice, I appreciate that very much. And at the bottom we see an air vent exit hole for your cooling. And here you see part of that wooden box. And this is the back end of the LiPo tray over here. And again, a generous amount of space for obviously your receiver, but you could easily fit in a smoke system or a sound system if you'd want to do that. More than enough room in this fuselage for that. And again, you have easy access to it as well. That's not the case in every plane. Alrighty, now here you see the leads from the 2 servos and the ESC coming out as well. And let's see. Yeah, the next thing in the assembly would be the wings. And let me get out the bottom wing. There we have our bottom wing with 2 standoffs. Yeah, those will click into the wing and also in the top wing, of course. Separate pieces. I will glue these in to the top wing, by the way. It's not necessary, but I want to take away that possible point of failure. Alright, and yeah, the control surfaces are foam hinged, so I might want to reinforce that with a little bit of plastic dip. If you are not familiar with that, you can make very strong hinges with a thin layer of plastic dip. Works out very well. And as you can see, the servos are already installed, the aileron servos. Control rod and horn are already installed as well. And you can see these little tabs over here. Those will connect with a metal rod to the upper ailerons. The ailerons on the top wing, you'll see that in a minute, they don't have servos in them. That's okay, like the Gemini for instance don't have servos in all ailerons either. Alright, this tab over here will just slot into the fuselage, and at the front you will secure the bottom wing with 1 wing bolt. That'll work out just fine, I'd say. Okay, and here we have the top wing, and at the top it has decals already applied. Here you have again those notches that will connect to the bottom wings ailerons. And yeah, this is a separate piece, by the way, but I've already glued it in with that special Zaki foam, foam safe CA glue. And here you see the notches that the standoffs will slot into again. Again, I will glue these in. Obviously before gluing them in you need to make sure how they should be in there. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. But again, I will glue these in to the top wing only. Not to the bottom wing, because otherwise you won't have access to the electronics anymore. That's not nice, of course. Okay, then we move on to our tail surfaces. Horizontal stabilizer with elevator, and that is hinged. Plastic hinges in 4 places. Might be a bit hard to see, but yeah, hinges over there. I do see a little bit of binding over here. The Hitec surface will be more than strong enough to pull the elevator through that binding, but I'll shave a little bit off over there. And we have our rudder control horn already installed, and that'll slot into hinges, plastic hinges, to the fuselage as well. Yeah, nothing spectacular over there, no questions. Yeah, I think it is a good idea to check if all the hinging is well secured in the foam. Just do a little pulling on those, and if you're not completely satisfied, just add a little foam safe CA to those hinges. Alright, last real big part in the box is the landing gear, which is also mostly assembled already. Wheel pants are already on, the wheels are fitted. It is an aluminium structure, this mounting for the landing gear itself. And the wheels are quite big and foamy, they're not plastic. Yeah, I think on the Gemini they were plastic, so this is a definite upgrade. And the landing gear itself looks very, very sturdy. Also far more sturdy than on the Gemini or the Fun Cup. So very, very nice. Now, apart from this, there are small parts in the box, like Velcro and connecting rods for the ailerons and stuff. I'm not going to be bothering you with those. What I'll do next is I'll build the plane, and I'll come back to you with any issues I ran into. So hold on for that. And there it is. We have one finished build-up plane. And yeah, very easy to build this plane. I had no issues whatsoever. Everything fits together very well. Yeah, I did have to do a little sanding on the elevator to solve that binding, just a little, a millimeter or so. So that's all good. Let's see, I have 2 things left to do. Put in a battery strap and check the CG, and then she should be good to go. Now, the plane does come with this nice chrome looking spinner. It is plastic, and but it looks great. And it does come with this propeller, an APC style of propeller, 14 by 7, quite a big propeller. So yeah, the plane will be torquey, and with the not enormous wingspan, I suspect it'll do torque rolls very easily. Yeah, oh, the propeller was grey, by the way, but I've made it black with some magic marker. It looks far better with the paint scheme of the plane, I think. Yeah, the weather over here is a bit terrible at the moment, so I hope that turns around in a few days so I can actually fly this plane. And if you follow my channel, you know that I have other planes to maiden as well. So yeah, I'm always looking forward to that. So again, I hope the weather is going to be better in the coming days, so I can actually fly my planes. This one looks great. I'm very much looking forward to flying this plane. Won't be a super easy flyer, that's all good. It's not supposed to be. And yeah, that's it really. For now, thank you very much for watching, of course, and if you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below, and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye!